In this video, I'm going to give you guys 2 tips when using the Fibonacci's to 1, get better trading entries, 2, get higher risk to reward ratios when you are trading. Now, I am going to give you guys all the juicy information, my settings, and exactly how I use the Fibonacci so you guys can start using it as soon as tomorrow. If you guys haven't watched my videos before, make sure you hit that subscribe button below and check out my channel. I have a ton of other videos based around trading. And one more thing before we start, if you guys do want one-on-one mentorship and you want to learn my exact strategy that me and my students have used over the past couple of years to get to $10,000 a month, make sure you shoot me a message on Instagram. Now, without further ado, let's get into my computer. Before we start, I want to give you guys an update on where I am headed in this space. I have actually switched from forex to futures. I'm using as my platform Tradeovate, and they do allow you to trade the S&P 500, NASDAQ indices. And I kind of went down this route because the forex industry was kind of becoming sketchy, with FTMO recently saying we're no longer accepting US clients, and then all these other brokers, Osprey, KO2 Forex, Hugo's Way, they got blacklisted off MetaTrader 4 MetaQuotes. And I was kind of weighing out my options, like, do I really want to be in this industry where things like this are happening? Because if brokers and prop firms are all of a sudden not doing these certain things that they used to, that means that there's regulation coming in, and obviously they're not compliant with US regulation. And this is just me because I'm a US citizen. I live in California, and I don't want to be a part of a gray area like that, a gray market where prop firms are automatically not accepting US clients and brokers are blacklisted from MetaTrader 4. It's kind of sketchy. So I switched to the future side for a couple of reasons. One, the regulation is amazing here. All these prop firms, or I mean all these basically brokers that you use, they ask for your social security number. They are legit, and they offer insurance up to $250,000. So if they do go out of business and I have $250K in there, I will get that $250K. One thing that I love too is when I enter a trade on here, guys, there is no spread whatsoever. So I did put a video in my live trading chat. You guys can sign up below. It's only $100. And I explained exactly how to get started with futures, how to use Tradeovate. Everything is super, super helpful. But the information I'm going to share with you guys, it is applicable for futures, forex, options, stocks. As long as you guys have a chart to read, this information is going to help you. So it will be unisexual for any market that you guys are looking to trade in. And I know a lot of you watch my videos, you're forex traders or futures, so this is going to work out perfectly for you guys. I think the first thing that we should go over is, what are my Fibonacci settings though? What do you guys, or how do you guys have to set up your fibs? So if you go right here, I like to have this star right here. And if you go and star these, you can see how it adds more up here. These are basically my favorite indicator. So instead of me having to go to the left side and click it, then find it, boom, it's automatically right here. So let me give you guys my fib settings. These are the settings that I'm using in 2024. So if I go to my settings right here, this is how I have it set up. If you guys want to just take a screenshot right now, and then also take a screenshot right now. And then after you do that, your fib should look exactly like mine. Now the best way that I like to look at the fibs, and let's just have this chart right here, and I'm going to draw. Do not make fun of my drawings, guys. I'm not good at drawing. So what I like to do is kind of make a depiction. The thing that I like to look for when I'm trading, I'll put the text for this, is I want to look for a lower, I want to look for a lower high. Abbreviation of that would be LH. And then I also want to look for a higher low. I'm going to make this very, very simple for you guys to understand. So when I'm trading, I like to look for these two market or candlestick formations, you can call them. So lower high is when price is going down, it hits a lower low, and it forms a lower high, and then it forms a new lower low, breaking this previous lower low. Higher lows when price pushes up, higher high, then it forms a higher low and pushes up to the next part. So the way that I like to draw my fibs, and this is very, very simple, and it's going to make more sense when we are actually looking at it with the candles, but I like to go like this with my fibs. Let me draw a little bit better, guys, sorry. Okay, here we go, perfect. So I like to get my fibs from the previous high for a downtrend. This will be for a lower high. So I go from the high down to the lower low, and I extend into the future. And what I'm looking for, I have my key levels right here. The first one is the 0.62, second one 0.705, third one 0.79. Realistically, I am getting my entries. So when price comes down to hit a lower low, and then the lower high, this is where we want to get our entries. We want to see price reject or wick. I like to see candles that are wicking these zones to give me my confirmation. So I want to see it wick the 0.62, and that's where I'm going to get an entry. This is for a lower high, a downtrend. Then for an uptrend, we'll go from the low to the previous higher high, or the current higher high, extend in the future, and same thing, I want price to hit this higher high. Then I wanted to see it start coming down, and on this higher low, I want to see it hit the 0.62, 0.705, 0.79. Now let's actually go to the candles and give you guys a better depiction on how this will look, because this actually formed today, and I took this gorgeous trade right here. Yo, if you guys are looking to scale your trading business and you want to get to the next level, whether you're just starting out or you already have some experience in the trading industry, you need to join us at Reward Over Risk. We have a bunch of programs like one-on-one mentorship, where I actually have a 10-day class where I show you my exact strategies. We have live trading sessions where we get on Zoom calls and trade together as a community. And we also have trading softwares that can trade 100% hands-free for you. We have everything that you need to take over to your trading this year and the following years. But the only way for you to apply for this is to click the link in the description and book a phone call. Once again, click the link in the description, book a phone call, and let's see if you're a good fit to be a part of our community. Talk soon. Okay, so usually, like I said, I go from the previous low to the next higher high. So I have my fibs right here from this low. I go from the wicks down to this higher high right here, and we can see, look at how price, this is how it was looking in the morning before I hopped in. And let me give you guys a hack when you're trading indices. So let's make this, we'll put this trading hack. Show up to the markets, and this is with US 30, NAS 100, S&P 500. We're going to show up to the markets at 6:25 a.m. and this is PST. So I'm literally showing up to the markets 5 minutes before the market open. I do not need much time to do my analysis. I'm really watching price action, what it's doing. And guys, it's so simple. Like, look, here's our lower low, lower high, lower low. Could have got your fibs from this low to this higher high and got an entry right in here. And we'll see how that looks in a second, but I was trading at the market open. So we have this lower low, lower high, or sorry, higher low, lower high, higher low. This is where our entry is. Look, right here, price is hitting these key levels all in here. Okay, you guys can see that? So price came right in here at 6:29. After this candle closes, what is it? The market open. So what I did is I got an entry right in this area right here. As price was coming down, this previous candle, as it was coming down, I saw that we were already pushing up. We had this high right here that was broken, so I knew that a higher low was evident and it was going to occur. So what I did is I got my long position right in here, bought once price hit that level, and I had my TP right at this high right here. Now, usually what you can do is I have these in red to like basically say the end of the trade. But what I have is my 0.50 and my 0.27 levels. This negative 0.27 is going to be a great level to exit trade. So you can use this as your take profit. So I had price come down here. I had my buy set up. What did I do? I had my stops. You could have it right below this low. Or if you want to be safe, right below this low right here. And we can see 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Our stop loss is 22 pips take profit is 46 pips. So 2 times the size of our stop loss, which we want to see. We want to see positive risk reward ratios. We want to see that we're getting those really, really optimal entries where price just goes down, hits it, and kind of jumps off it like a trampoline. So we want to see a big displacement in price action. We want to see it come down. And like when we see, what if we dropped an elephant into the water, a small pool? What if we dropped an elephant in there? There'd be a massive displacement. Water would go splash everywhere. So that's what we kind of see when we're using the fibs, is we want to see price hit it and then move away very, very quickly. That's how we know that we're on the right side of the market. So watch what happens. Watch price comes down, hits it. Reversal candle, hammerhead. What does it do? Hits it one more time. Okay. Then price starts to really take off. And then within 4 minutes, we hit our TP. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Colt, this trade, it's a 46 pip TP. That does not matter. The thing that you guys should be focused on is the actual setup itself, not the amount of pips. We just want to get positive risk reward ratios, and we want to get really optimal entries. So it doesn't matter, because if we did have a bigger stop loss, or a bigger TP or a smaller TP and smaller stop loss, and we're used to like 100, 300, 400, 500 pip or tick trades, then what we would be looking for is to enter a bigger contract size for futures, or we'd enter a bigger lot size for forex pairs. So that's the only difference. But guys, this is how you use the fibs, and let me show you. Let's go over here to the previous setup right here. Let's say that we didn't catch this higher low and we were in the markets earlier. I like to bring this up a little to make it more clear. But look, we can get the fibs from this low right here to this high, extend in the future. And then look, let's pretend that price hadn't even done that. And this is what I kind of like to see price doing before it goes and hits these levels. I want to see it hit this higher high, and I see bearish candles coming down now, showing me that it's about to form a higher low. And one thing that is super deadly, a really deadly combo, is when you see a reversal candle within these levels right here. Like let's say that we come down and we see a doji. We see a doji form right here. That's my doji right there. So price comes down. We have a doji form right here. Then we're like, okay, well, we have a higher low, plus a doji, plus it's rejecting our fibs. We have like 3 confluences now that are giving us confirmation that this is going to be a good trade. So these are the things that you also want to keep in mind. So ideally, boom, let's say that I have my trade right here. I'm like, guys, I think it's going to be a long. I'm going to have my stops right below here, below this low right here. TP, I can go for this previous high. And this is very, very nice because this previous high is right at our 0.50 level. So let me extend these fibs over here a little bit, just so they're into the future. Perfect. So let's say that this is what we are looking for our setup. Positive risk reward ratio, stop loss 10 pips, 23 for our take profit, or for our brackets, you should say, for futures. Okay. Boom, there's our entry. We're buying heavy. And guys, if it comes down to the 0.62, you could buy there. Then if it comes to the 0.705, you could buy there. Once it comes to the 0.79, you could buy there as well. So one thing that I've been doing too, so our fibs are basically showing us that we're on the right side of the market. We can now delete these, but this is a really big trading hack that I have been using lately, and I never used to trail my stop loss. I never used to close partials. I was like, set the freaking trade and forget it. But this is still going to be the same concept, because we can have alerts that will allow us to close this trade. But what I've been doing is I get my fibs from wherever I enter a trade. Go from my entry to my take profit. And then what I'm doing is I'm finding the halfway point, the 50% level on my fibs right here. Boom, I mark that up, and then I delete the fibs. And once price, I'm very, very avid on watching the markets nowadays. Like, I really enjoy it. I don't have the whole psychology and the emotions I used to have 5 years ago. Like, I can handle myself watching the markets. But what I'm usually doing is, once price reaches this halfway point from my entry to my take profit, a 50% level, what I'm doing is I'm taking off 50% of my position. and then I'm trailing my stop loss to my entry. And then after I do that, I let the rest ride till TP. So no matter what happens, I already closed the trade with profit. 1, 2, the position that I left on there is now risk-free. I don't have to worry about anything. So this right here is really going to help you guys out because you want to be locking in profit. But hypothetically, let's watch this and see what it does. Boom, so there's my halfway point. If I wanted, I could take off 50%, leave it. Let's see, it might, there we go. And the rest of the position was taken off there. So luckily, there's times when I take a trade and I'll close 50% of my profit, then I'll go and hit my entry. And that's fine because we need to be honest with ourselves and understand that not every trade is going to give us that $3,000 profit. Not every trade is going to give us our $10,000 profit. You need to be able to identify which days are those days where you're going to see those big profits and those other days where you need to be fine with making 500, 1,000, whatever it may be. The thing that I have really been focused on as a trader is just I want to focus on really high quality setups. I don't just want to be trading to touch the buttons. Like, I really want to make sure this is going to be a good trade and it's going to have a high payout. So I hope you guys got value from this video, and if you did, make sure you definitely subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.